Hi friends, thanks for joining me here today. Today's practice is for grounding and centering. So this is a wonderful practice for getting ready for your day in the morning or coming home and unwinding in the evenings, or maybe midday, needing a little break. If you're anything like me, if you get a little off kilter or off balance, you start knocking things over or dropping things, running into stuff. I've been doing that all morning. So that tells me that I need to just take some time and a moment to check in with myself and reground and recenter and just get balanced. So wherever you are in your day to day, whether you're just starting out or you're in the middle of the day like I am, or wrapping up your evening, this is a great short practice to just check in with yourself internally, get recentered, get rebalanced, see how you're doing, and orient yourself towards the rest of your day. So go ahead and hop into something comfortable. Join me on a mat. You can grab a cushion. If you're not comfortable sitting crisscross applesauce, it's perfectly fine to have legs out in front of you. You can even sit up on a chair if that's more comfortable. I'm going to grab a little cushion here and set it underneath my hips just to give myself a little bit of extra space, sitting cross-legged here. And just give yourself a moment to come into the physical space wherever you are. So leave whatever's happened so far today at the door. Come here, be in this moment. Wherever you're sitting, notice the sensation of the surface that's supporting you. If you're sitting on the floor or the couch or cushion, what does that connective point feel like? Where that support, that structure is touching your body. Notice that sensation. Allow yourself to feel supported by whatever your body is resting on, and take a really deep breath in, deepest breath you've taken all day, and sigh it out nice and loud. Allow the body to settle into the space here. Noticing if you're feeling jittery or distracted. We have a few minutes here to just be in this moment. Whatever we have to deal with after, it will be there waiting for us when we're done with our practice. So allow yourself to create that space to enjoy this moment. Maybe try a little yoga for the brain, and if your legs are crisscrossed, change direction, put the opposite foot inside. Notice how that feels, a little bit different, maybe in your hips and your knees. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to continue with a little bit of yoga for the brain, doing some alternate nostril breathing. So this is a great technique to kind of pull you into the present moment. So it's a little bit of hand motion, a little bit of different breathing, a little focus that can help kind of pull you into this moment if you're having trouble focusing and get you re-centered in the present. So if it's allergy season, wherever you are, you may want to grab a tissue for this. If you're stopped up, don't worry. If you are able to breathe a little bit, that's totally fine. If you at any point during this feel yourself getting a little dizzier or lightheaded, just take a break. It may not be the thing for you today. So we are all physically and mentally in different places at every moment of every day. So if you find yourself experiencing some discomfort or some lightheadedness, just take a break and resume your normal deep breathing. And you can check back in, try the alternate nostril breathing once you feel better, or not. So take whatever works for you today and leave whatever doesn't. Just notice where and how you are today. So getting started, relax the left hand. You can leave it in the lap on your knee. Right hand, you're going to close your middle 3 fingers and just leave out your pinky and your thumb. So the way this works is that we're going to alternately plug one nostril while we breathe in, and then we're going to plug the other while we breathe out. Then same nostril, breathing in, switching, breathing out. So first step, take your pinky, block your left nostril, breathing in nice and deep only through the right nostril. Allowing the belly to expand with the breath. Now switching, thumb blocks the right nostril, breathe out through the left nostril. Now through the left nostril. Plugging the left and exhale through the right nostril. Inhale, right nostril. Switching, exhaling out the left nostril. Inhaling through the left nostril. Switching, exhale through the right nostril. A few more rounds, just take it at your own pace. Inhale through the right nostril. Allowing the belly to expand here. Switching, exhale through the left nostril. If you need a tissue at any time, go ahead and grab one, whatever you need to do to restore your personal comfort. Inhaling through the left nostril. Switching, exhaling through the right nostril. One more time, inhale through the right nostril. Switching, exhale through the left nostril. And release. Inhaling through both nostrils this time. Exhaling through the mouth. Now take a moment here and notice how it feels. Does your body feel any different? Do you feel more centered? Did you maybe get a little bit dizzy? If you've got any congestion, that's easy to do. We've got to make sure that our bodies get enough oxygen, so take some nice deep breaths here, appreciating what it's like to be able to breathe through both of your nostrils. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Now we're going to start doing a little bit of spinal movement just to warm up the back and the hips. So imagine moving from your center here. So closing your eyes, feeling where the center of your body is, where is your balance. So if you're tipping side to side, like those weeble wobbles from when I was a kid. So move around a little bit and find where your center is. So where can you move where you feel balanced? Now keep your mind and your attention on that space, and we're going to begin to move the chest forward. Hands can stay on the legs, they can stay on the body, they can come here for support on the floor, whatever is more comfortable for you. Exhaling, bringing the spine back, so creating this mortar and pestle kind of motion. Moving the spine like you were kind of grinding spices. Just gently, and this may be a smaller motion for you. Whatever's comfortable for your hips and your knees, just getting a little bit of movement here. So this is kind of a seated version of our cat-cow, so moving the spine forward and backwards. You can switch out the legs here if you did that earlier. Notice how the sensation's different. And then take it the other direction. Eyes can be open or closed. Focusing on the sensations of the body. So notice how the different muscles in the hips feel as you move forward and back. Do you feel it particularly more in one hip than the other? Just notice. Checking in with what it's like to be in our body today. What is it like to be you today? When you're satisfied, bring it back to center. You can wiggle back onto your cushion. Oh, if you've had enough of it, you can remove it. Oh, And now taking a little bit of a side stretch. So left hand comes to the floor or the mat beside you, or the couch if you're doing couch yoga. Right hand inhales up, nice and tall, reaching straight up to the ceiling, so not bending over yet, just taking that right hand up nice and tall, feeling a stretch through the right side body. Eyes can go up towards the ceiling or can stay neutral. Consider where your neck is. So if you're holding any tension here, see if you can release that and hold a neutral neck. One more inhale, reaching those fingers as high as you can. Now exhale, bringing your thumb over towards the left side. Left elbow can bend, getting a deeper stretch in that right side body while keeping the chest nice and open. Right shoulder can pull back towards the back of the room, allowing the chest, heart to shine forward, creating space in the body. One more inhale, reaching further over, nice deep stretch in the right side body. Exhale, bring it all the way back to center. Take it to the other side. So this time right hand beside the right side body. Left hand inhales, reaching up nice and tall, nice straight spine here. Noticing if the shoulder is creeping up towards the ear. If it is, asking the body if we can relax that back down. Stretching the fingers nice and tall, being mindful of the neck and the spine. One more inhale, fingers reach up as tall as they can. Exhale, taking the left thumb and bringing it over towards the right side body, getting a nice deep stretch there on the left side. Being mindful of keeping the chest open here. Pulling the left shoulder back. This doesn't have to be a big movement, so more of an intention than a movement, just reminding ourselves to keep that chest open. So thinking of pulling that left shoulder back as the left arm reaches up and over. One more inhale here. Feeling the space we're creating in the left side body. Exhale, back down to center. You can shake it out. Roll the wrist a few times. Maybe give your hands and wrists a little massage. And one more time on each side. Left hand on the left side body. Right hand is reaching up nice and tall. Relaxing that shoulder down away from the ear. Imagining a string pulling the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Fingers reach up nice and tall. Exhale, bringing that right thumb over the left side body, creating a nice big opening, crescent shape from the right hip to the right shoulder. Fingers reach up and over, keeping the chest nice and open. And exhaling, bringing it back down, taking to the other side. This time, left hand reaches up nice and tall. Bringing the left thumb over towards the right shoulder, creating space in the left side body. Mindful of the neck. Exhale, bring it back down to center. You can shake it out again. Next fancy trick, we're just gonna lie down on our back. So come to find a comfortable position in the center of your mat. Give yourself just a moment here to notice how it feels to change positions. So how does it feel to be horizontal now? We were sitting, now we're lying. What's it like? Noticing the contact points between the surface that's supporting you and your body. So if you're lying on a mat or a couch or a bed, notice where your body is touching that surface and allow yourself to feel supported by that surface. When you're ready, soles of the feet plant on the mat, knees pointing up towards the ceiling. Going into a little reclined pigeon here, so a nice hip stretch, hip opening. Right foot is going to reach up towards the ceiling. Pause for a moment here Let that right heel reach all the way up towards the ceiling, flexing the right toes back towards the face, feeling a nice stretch in the back of the calf muscle here. Kneecap can flex here, engaging the quad, or if that's a little challenging for the knee, you can bend a little bit here and let the focus be more on your calf. So find what feels good. Find a way that you can access the stretch and the intention. It's more important to notice what you're feeling in your body than it is to make any certain particular shape. There's no cheating in yoga, so do whatever it is you need to do to maintain your personal comfort. Now moving into pigeon, the right ankle is going to cross over the left knee. And this may be a perfectly wonderful stretch for you. This might be more than enough. And if it is, you are absolutely welcome to stay here, getting a nice stretch in the right hip flexor and the right glutes. You can stay here and rest. If you would like a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can cross your fingers together behind your left thigh, bringing the left foot up off the mat, and rest here. Allow yourself to breathe into the stretch, imagining creating more space in the hip flexor and the glute. We can hold so much tension in these muscles from sitting and standing and walking and driving and all sorts of other fun things. So just allow a stretch here. Breathing in nice and deep. On your next exhale, if you brought your left foot up, go ahead and place it back down on the floor. Uncross your legs, stretch up towards the ceiling one more time. Roll the ankle out one way, then the other. Notice where that sensation is. Maybe it reaches all the way down your leg. Placing the right foot down on the mat next to the left. We're switching sides. This time, left foot comes up, points up towards the ceiling. Same thing on this side, so notice how it might be different than your right side. We usually have one side that is a little bit tighter, a little bit stronger than the other side. So notice on your left side, when you press that heel up towards the ceiling, pull those toes in. How does it feel different on this side? What's unique? Are you able to extend completely on this side? Do you need to bend your knee a little bit? There's no right or wrong answer. Just notice what it's like to be you today. What's your body like? When you're ready, cross that left ankle over the right knee. And if you stayed here on one side, go ahead and even it out. Stay here on the other side. If you explored a little bit of a deeper stretch, go ahead and try that on the left side too, picking the right foot up off the mat. Noticing a deeper stretch, crisscrossing the fingers behind the right thigh this time, and allowing your body to just rest in the stretching sensation. Noticing if this side is a little tighter or a little looser than the other. There's no right or wrong, we're just noticing what it's like. Exploring the sensations, remember to breathe. When you're satisfied, go ahead and bring that right foot back down to the ground if you have it elevated. Uncross, stretching the left heel up towards the ceiling. Rotate that ankle a couple of times, either direction. Noticing the sensation on the left side. Place your left foot back down on the mat and take a couple of windshield wipers with the knees here. This is my favorite yoga pose. Back and forth, massaging the glutes here, massaging the lower back. Nice massage for the sciatic nerve. You might want to take it a little bit slower. Find what feels good here. Yogi's choice. This is a choose your own destiny adventure. So whatever feels good in your body, take that pace and give yourself a moment to just explore what feels good. Doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. It doesn't matter what it looks like. This is all about what feels good in your body in this moment. When you feel satisfied, come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Thank yourself for showing up. Rest a moment here. Think about how it feels to be you right now and how that might differ from how you felt when you showed up on your mat today. Do you feel more connected? Maybe a little less wobbly? Were you able to forget that to-do list just for a moment? Let some of those other things go and be here in the moment. Thank yourself for that experience, that opportunity. Our yoga is all about creating space for ourselves, and after that, for others. You're welcome to lie here for a few moments, maybe hang out, take a little nap, give yourself a little break. If you feel complete, go ahead and come back up to a seated position. Notice now if you're crisscross applesauce or however you began this practice seated, what does it feel like? Is it a little bit different? Maybe feel a little bit looser. Maybe time has slowed down a little bit. Fewer moving parts. Thank you so much for taking a little break here and joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I most certainly did. And I'll see you next time.